Hey everyone, welcome back into Mountain Dog Companion. Thanks for tuning in today. Hanging out with Millie and Jedi's puppies here, about 11 days old, and these guys are doing very well. There's 2 boys and 3 girls. So getting into today's video, talking about these pups, how they're doing, how they're coming along. They're doing very well. Super excited to see how they come along. Of course, Jedi's got that wonderful confirmation. He's an imported sire. And then Millie here, I mean, she's had litters in the past. Phenomenal girl, best temperament ever. You know, she's got phenomenal health testing as well. So these puppies are, you know, about as good as it gets. You get a nice chunky heavy set puppy, nice round head, nice big structure, phenomenal personalities as well. I'm sure we haven't gotten there yet, of course. We're a couple weeks away, but at 2 weeks old, we're almost 2 weeks old. They're doing very well. Still have their eyes closed and still pretty immobile and pretty much sleeping and drinking, I guess. So that's about what their life consists of right now. Mom's doing a great job taking care of them. Obviously, they're super clean. They weren't really cleaned up necessarily. This is just what they're like. So just to give you an idea, they're super clean and very well taken care of, and doing great. So again, there's 3 girls, 2 boys. So we got the 3 girls over here on the left-hand side. Phenomenal coloration. So the 3 over here, and then the 2 boys are over here on the right, doing very well. So I'm going to go through, talk about each one, give you a good feel for their coloration, and also maybe a little bit about size. It's a little bit tough to get a good feel on size at this point. They kind of even out, and so it's a little bit tough to tell at this age. Now here in a couple weeks, we'll definitely be able to get a better feel for that. So I'm just going to start all the way on the left here with female number 1. I believe she's the biggest girl. And doing very well. So a very chunky girl here to start things off. You got the white socks up front, white socks in the back, and beautiful white tip tail. These white markings really pop. They're super clean, so they basically jump off of the puppy. So you got a big tuxedo up front as well. And then one thing I've noticed about her, she does have a little white streak coming over the top there, extending from the blaze. Beautiful coloration, beautiful look here. For girl number 1. Moving on, I'd say, I'm not sure, it's a pretty close race between these 2. I'd say this girl here is probably second biggest, but there's not much of a difference here. You got a nice white blaze for her, white socks front and back. The socks in the front are kind of covering the tippy toes there. A little bit less white overall, so you got a little bit of a thinner blaze, and just beautiful coloration. And then moving on, you got the white tip tail and the nice tuxedo up front. So beautiful coloration. No Swiss kiss, no extended little blaze for her. The first girl we talked about is the only one that has a little bit of an extended mark here. And then everyone else is just that white blaze, and that's it. So that was girl number 2. Girl number 3 here is a little bit smaller, but not much of a difference. I mean, she's not lacking in size by any means. These guys get all the nutrients they need, and since there's only 5 puppies, that's definitely not a problem at all. Sometimes when you get closer to like 10, 11 puppies, you run into that issue a little bit more about, you know, mom not having enough for the puppies to go around, but with 5 puppies, I mean, it's really ideal, honestly. So you got white socks front and back. Again, those white tippy toes up front. And then a white blaze and white tuxedo, along with a white tip tail for girl number 3. So I'm gonna get her situated back in here. And then we'll move on to the 2 boys. So these 2 boys are both very even, very blocky, stocky. I mean, they're heavy. I wonder how much they weigh at this age. Honestly, it's a big yawn for him. It's pretty remarkable how big these guys are at this age. You got the white blaze in between the eyes, beautiful tan coming down there the side, the face, white socks up front. Now he's got kind of the tippy toes covered here again. Beautiful tuxedo, big yawn for him again. White socks in the back and a white tip tail. So beautiful coloration there. set him up top. Everyone's kind of scooching down towards me. And then we'll move on to boy number 2. I'd say he might be a little bit lighter comparing to the boy I just talked about. But phenomenal coloration. You got the white tip tail, white socks front and back, and they're just yawning away here. White blaze in between his eyes, and that tuxedo up front. So beautiful coloration here for boy number 2. Again, he might be just a touch smaller. I'm gonna put him over here, but he might be just a little bit smaller comparing to the boy up top here, but not much of a difference really. So phenomenal looking litter. These guys, again, 11 days old, 3 girls, 2 boys in this litter, all doing very well, coming along great. If you have any questions about availability or getting onto this litter or parent information, any questions in general, feel free to reach out to me. My number is 330-234-0102. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you guys next time.